Friends, today we will study the Macbeth written by William Shakespeare. As we have already discussed the introduction of this play, now we will move towards the text. So, in this drama, there are some characters. Duncan, he is King of Scotland. Malcolm, he is Duncan's eldest son. Macbeth, he is a general in King Duncan's army. He is Thane of Cawdor, Thane of Glamis. Lady Macbeth, she is wife of Macbeth. Later she becomes the Queen of Scotland. Banquo is Macbeth's friend. So, the sources of this play is, it is an account of King Macbeth of Scotland, Holinshed, and it has been taken from the Holinshed Chronicle. Shakespeare changed the story, giving the Holinshed Chronicle. He changed the story that is in Holinshed Chronicle. But the real source of this play is Holinshed Chronicle. It depicts the historical accuracy also. It talks about the thunder and lightning with opening. So when this play starts, it starts with thunder and lightning. A wounded sergeant. See how the play starts. A wounded sergeant reports to King Duncan that Macbeth and Banquo just defeated the combined armies of Norway and Ireland, and these armies were led by the traitor Macbeth. So he praises Macbeth. He praises Macbeth's loyalty, his bravery, and his fighting powers. Although Macbeth will also turn out a traitor later. Banquo now challenges them because Macbeth tells about the witches and Banquo challenges them. Macbeth sends a message to his wife about the witches' prophecy because this prophecy has been already done by the witches, and now Macbeth sends a message to his wife about the prophecies of the witches. Now King Duncan decides to stay at the king. King Duncan now decides at the king. Soon what happens? Soon a message arrived that the title of Godot is bestowed upon Macbeth, and Macbeth is brooding. It seems that he has already made up his mind to become the King of Scotland. That's why Macbeth is brooding when a message arrived that the title of Godot bestowed upon Macbeth. And now Macbeth wants to become the King of Scotland, and Lady Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, she hatches a plan to murder the King Duncan and become the throne of Scotland. And Macbeth, he is little bit apprehensive, but Lady Macbeth, she convinces Macbeth. Lady Macbeth places a dagger at Duncan's and Duncan's sleeping guard, so as to frame them early in the bed. Now Lennox, he is a Scottish nobleman. Duncan Porter opens the extreme of entrance of the castle. Drunken Porter opens the entrance of the castle. Then what happens? Murder of the drunken had just occurred, and Macbeth's castle has become literally a hell. So Macduff now leads noblemen into castle in Duncan's chamber. But Macduff discovers that Duncan's ghost has been not there, and Macduff enters in the chamber. In the fit of anger, Macduff kills both the guards. In the fit of anger, Macbeth kills both the guards, and Macbeth is suspicious of Macbeth but not expresses his feeling. He is fearing from the lions. Duncan's son also flees from the Malcolm to England, and one goes to England and Donalbain. Malcolm goes to England and Donalbain to Ireland. So Duncan's son also flees from there. Being the closest relative of the King Duncan, who is in Scotland, Macbeth also ascends the throne. He has taken this benefit that King Duncan is not there, and he was the closest relative of Duncan. So Macbeth ascends the throne. Macbeth uneasily conscious about the prophecy of the witches. Now Macbeth is also getting trouble. He is restless that witches told him about the Banquo and his descendants. So Macbeth invites Banquo to a royal banquet. Now Banquo and his son fly in order to ride out that night, and he hires an assassinate to kill them. The assassinate succeed killing Banquo, but Florence escapes. Meanwhile, at the Banquo, and Lady Macbeth invites to drinking and merriment at this point. So these murders happened here in the banquet. Now Banquo's guest enters in, and Macbeth is furious because only he can see the ghost, because ghost was subjective and others were not panic. Only Macbeth can see the ghost. So others panic when others raises empty chairs, but Lady Macbeth controls the situation here. Lady Macbeth, she invites Lord of Country to night drinking and merriment. That's how she controls the situation. Lady Macbeth, she tells the guest that her husband is suffering from a harmless malady. She convinces the guest. So it disturbed Macbeth also, because the witches again and again at this seek out the witches that they conjure three spirits with three prophecies, and the warnings that has been given by the witches that were giving restless things to Macbeth. So they were saying that be aware of Macduff, a bloody child. A bloody child wants none born of woman shall harm Macbeth. A crowned child holding a free, and they say that Macbeth will never be vanquished until great Birsham would come to high Densimet Hill. So this was the actual quotation from the witches. Macbeth lulled into false sense of security and by the witches of ambiguous words. He was very much in trouble after the witches' prophecy. He is informed that Macduff is in exile in England. So Macbeth ordered that the execution of Macduff's wife, the guilt of the crime she and her husband did. They tried to wash away the imaginary blood stains. So it was the guilt of his wife and Macbeth that they were trying to wash away imaginary blood stains on the handkerchief. The sleepwalking scene is one of the most memorable in the whole of Shakespeare's play. Macduff is told about the slaughter of his fan in Scotland. Now Macbeth is increasingly seen as tyrant because again and again he is murdering someone. Macduff is told about the slaughter of his fan in Scotland, and Macon leads an army also, joined by Macduff and Seward, this senior, the Earl of Northumberland, when the army is escaped in Benmore Wood.